Oh, there's the volume.
Yes.
Do you hear it? Hooray! How's the sound quality? Good?
Staticky voices. Oh, I'll turn volume down. Still staticky? Oh, so when I type.
So we might have to speak up. Yeah.
Try to limit typing. Can we try this just one last time?
Yeah.
We're gonna try the good mic one last time, guys. Just to see. Okay.
Okay, sorry guys. Bear with us.
I'm gonna use the other two.
Sorry about the technical difficulties. Alright, so we're here live with winemaker Jacqueline Bahue, and if you haven't noticed already, we're going to be starting off with the White Angel. It was 2012 that Jacqueline and a few of the angels, Jacqueline is actually at the White Angel blending that day with Jacqueline. So, tell us a little bit about the White Angel. Yeah, that was a really fun event. I think Ryan, you were there too. Yeah, it was a rainy day in the winery, and everyone was bundled up. I think it was right before the holiday season, and this is when the wine was, cloudy, and some of it was going through. We had the angels over, and we got to taste a number of different blends and take a pick of some of them. So this one was the one that everyone chose, and the way we chose it was. So now you see in the bottle, like I was telling some people, it's definitely much clearer. The flavors are a lot better melded together than when they were at the first tasting. But a lot of people were commenting on, at the time, how excited they were to see what the finished product was going to look like once it was in the bottle. Was so far from the finished product. But nobody can hear us.
Tragic.
Sorry. Let's try it again. Should I? The mic is right here. One more time. Let's try it.
Oh, yeah, because I'm so close to the computer. So, if we put the laptop in front of Jacqueline, they'll be able to hear.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be hanging out with a laptop in front of me, but we're good. We'll get plenty of time, guys. Got plenty of time. Start up slow start.
Thanks for coming out. We've already broken the record for attendance. Can we just slide the laptop out of the table so that they can hear Jacqueline and...
How's that, guys? Can you hear me? Okay. Cool. Boom! Woohoo!
You can hear both of them?
So the snowball's working? Yeah.
Yay.
I set it as a default. Hoorah!
Good work, Vanessa.
All right. Let's get this show back on the road. Cheers. Cheers to you. Okay, so I think I'll recap a little bit on what I was saying, and let me know if you can't hear me. I'll try to speak a little slower. This wine was a wine that was made by the Angels, and we had an event with all of you here at the winery. And at the time, you had a bunch of different blends to pick from. And this was a couple of months ago, right before the holiday season. And so during that time, the wine was in a much different state than what it is now. That being said, it was a little bit cloudy. It was still going through its secondary fermentation. The aromas weren't quite, combined as much as they are now. And a lot of you were commenting on how interesting it would be to see it from that point to the finished point. And that's why we wanted to give you that opportunity. So it was a really fun event. We had how many people? Quite a few.
Yeah, almost 100.
It was a really big turnout, and they picked blends for 2 wines. So this is the White Angel, and then there's a red wine, which will also be released. And a little shout out to you guys with the angel wings. So hold it
right up to the and a little
light.
Let it. Ooh, see those angel
Can
wings?
you see the wings?
Well, a lot of you have.
You got the bottle. So yeah, you've got the wings. Okay. Yeah.
So speaking of shout-outs, I'd like to welcome the new AAs that are in Pearly Gates now.
Woo-hoo.
Steven from Florida. We also have Todd from Florida. Chris from California. Evan from Minnesota. And Lisa from New Hampshire.
Welcome, guys.
Yeah. Welcome to the elite club.
It's very cool. We really thank you for being, a part of what we do, and you really give us the benefit of being able to make wines, and for me, I get to have fun because of you. So thanks so much.
So Jacqueline, tell us a little bit about your background. You're also a UC Davis grad, which we have a handful of winemakers now that are UC Davis graduates.
Yep. So I did. I went to school for viticulture and enology, which is grape growing and winemaking at UC Davis. Decided I wanted to do that and never really looked back. I spent my time there and worked in wineries all over California. And then after that, I went abroad, and I've worked in Italy, Spain, and New Zealand making wines in those locations. And then after I did my stint, studying, and came back, and now I'm back in the States.
Out of all your trips abroad, which one was the highlight?
So I get this question a lot, and it's really hard to answer. And the reason is because each wine that I made in each different place was so different. All the people had different cultures and personalities. So, for instance, when I worked in Spain, I was, by myself in the middle of a town where the closest neighbor lived 30-minute walk down a dirt road. And I worked with the winemaker and myself, and we, made Tempranillo all day. And it was just fantastic. You're in the middle of a vineyard in a winery, just living the life. And then you went from something rustic like that to, in New Zealand, it was a state-of-the-art winery where you had 17 other interns that you were just, hanging out with and making wine. So.
Did you pick up a lot of Spanish?
Yeah, in Spain.
In New Zealand.
Yeah, actually, I happened to study Spanish when I was in school, and so I was able to apply that. And I only spoke Spanish for the 6 months that I worked there. So.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah.
Salud.
Gracias.
So what does everybody think about, or go ahead.
There's a question foreshadowing the Petite Syrah that you put up in the front of the camera, and maybe we should just quickly let them know it's not a tease. It's
a sample.
It's a tank sample that I made, and it's going to be in bottle in a little bit. So that should hit the site in maybe a month.
Yeah, you just finalized that blend
last week.
Yeah.
This past week. So
we'll, if we have time, we'll taste it through that and let you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what people have been talking about the nose on this rosé. Or wait, you're doing the white.
Yeah, we're doing white.
They're jumping around.
No, we started with white. They're getting ahead. It's like 8 o'clock in some other states, So it's understandable, guys. So back to the white. Any comments?
Jess says he loves it.
Thank you, Jeff. But working in the Kenwood Winery has been an awesome experience too. I don't know how many of you have actually had the opportunity to come out. I know that
Amanda's
been there at the blending session. So hi.
They're asking, what is the blend that the Angel settled on?
It was a Viognier, Sauvignon Blanc,
the big
Gewürztraminer, and Chardonnay blend.
Yeah. You guys got complicated.
Yeah. And it really, you can smell the Gewürztraminer and that bright floral nose, which was a really fun grape to pick. It actually came from a vineyard across the street from the winery, and that was Gewürztraminer. When it comes in, it's like the berries are kind of a light pink color, and in the fall season, it was just fantastic. And then the Sauvignon Blanc, really comes in and melds well with the blend, and so those are two great backbones.
Is this all stainless steel fermented, or did you put some oak?
Yep, all stainless steel.
Okay.
People talking about the flavor profile, a lot of grapefruit. People talking about the different grapes that they pick up in it. Everybody comes to this wine a little differently, I think.
Yeah, Chenin Blanc. I could pick up a little Chenin Blanc.
That's a good call. Yeah. No Chenin Blanc.
It's not there.
I'm wrong.
But it's not a crazy thing to say. Yeah, tell them about the label, because this one was done by a fellow winemaker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this wine was made, or this wine was made by me. The label was made by none other than Matt Iconis. So he has a little hidden talent, and him and I actually went to school together, so we have a long history. And when we both found out that each other were involved with Naked, it was a really cool thing. So he helped me design the label, and I wanted to have the crown in it, and of course it's I didn't want any other name, because what we're about is sharing our stories as the winemakers, and so and then each one has a little fun quote at the bottom, which I think kind of represents each wine in a certain sense. So this one has, feet, what do I need you for when I have wings? And so it's because you guys help us soar, and it's a really special wine to be the first wine out.
Who said that?
That was...
It says on the bottle, I think.
It doesn't.
You forget.
It doesn't. No, they didn't. Do you remember who it was?
Was it my aunt?
Thinking that, yeah.
I think
it was too.
We got some powerful women quotes on the bottles to match our tasters.
I would want to drink this, and I put this on someone's post on the internet. It was with some cheeses with an appetizer.
there's a curse filter on, so somebody's tasting note was blank, great blank.
We didn't do that. Censored comments.
Well, colorful language, I understand. Yeah, but the crown is kind of a throwback to the story Where the Wild Things Are, where this kid goes on an adventure, and he wears this crown, and he makes a bunch of friends in the forest, and I think that's just a really fun parallel in a good story. So. We should have put a tiara. This one is, yeah, no. Why are white bottles generally that shape? And it varies. White bottles generally the shape.
Yeah, they mean why are white so often in the Burgundy bottles, and why are, I think, red so often in those Bordeaux bottles?
In the Bordeaux bottles. Oh, okay. I think that goes back to Burgundy and Bordeaux, when you were first making wines. The back to the history of wines, and that's the shape that the bottles, the glass makers originally made in those areas. And
that kind of has just followed through into our New World culture.
And then they asked if you're going to keep the labels like this and just change Bahue on every wine. That's the plan,
Oh,
right?
the color, yeah.
The plan is to change the color and then the quote at the bottom. So if you have ideas,
Yeah.
let me
Let
know.
us know. You ready for some rosé?
Yeah.
Rosé is one of my favorites.
Oh, they're talking about the Naked Wine food pairing group too. A lot of them have been sharing recipes to go along with some of the more food-driven wines.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Edward's pretty good about that. He's been posting a lot of recipes in there, and him and Randy have also been posting a lot in by the Bahue group
by the
as well.
Bayou. By the Bahue. Bahue by the Bayou.
Yeah, you should totally join that group.
I think I will. So now rosé. Rosé already? Yeah. We're ready.
It is pretty.
It's been a long day. Jacqueline and I have been planning, so you probably think I just do Thirsty Thursdays, but I really don't just do Thirsty Thursdays. I help Jacqueline maintain the fort over at the winery. So we're getting ready for bottling on April 1st, so it's been a little crazy getting everything ready. So
We're ready for a
Yeah.
we're ready for a sip. Or a bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so upcoming we have a in the winery we have a bottling starting April 1st, so that's a week from Monday. And that's when the Petit Syrah is going to be bottled, as well as new wine from Jessica Tomei and Jim Olsen as well.